Hey everybody, it's Facebook Live Monday. It's time to stamp. I hope you guys are excited. I am excited. In fact, stamping on Facebook Live is a lovely little break from my life, actually. I gotta get my stamping lips on. So, I hope you guys had a great Father's Day weekend. We had a lovely weekend filled with boxes, trips to Goodwill, recycling, cleaning out, and realizing that you should never go 12 years without decluttering your home, ever. So that was fun. We are trying to get our house ready to put on the market. It's brutal, people. The struggle is real. Excuse me. I think I just sucked in saliva down my throat somehow. Anyway, we did really have a lot of time, quality time together as a family this weekend. We did take one break, and that was to go see the movie The Incredibles, which was really fun. So that was a really nice little outing yesterday with my husband for Father's Day. And he has always been a big kid at heart, so he really liked doing that. What else? Oh, today has been a really busy day. I went and picked up the lock and signed my contract for a storage unit, the cornerstone to any good move, right? I got a stump removed. I talked to a realtor. I've been so busy. Oh my gosh. So I hope you guys are ready for some stamping fun. I'll be honest. I do have one card planned, but everything else we're kind of making up as we go. So that should be fun. Oh. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm trying to think. I thought I had a funny story to tell you, and now I'm not so sure. Oh, Carl, what did Carl say to me today that was so funny? He was helping me bring a load of stuff to the storage unit, and oh my gosh, what did he say? It was something about, so we joke that my nephew, who is 15 now, I think, he is single, but not yet ready to mingle. And we kind of tease him a little bit about that. And we always joke, but Carl today said, what did he say? He said something about wanting to look good for the ladies when we got to our new house in school. And I thought, oh dear. Oh, that's crazy. That he said that. What did he say? Oh, I wish I could remember, because I was just like, what? Oh, that kid. He's going to kill me. It's really funny. Ella went and saw some friends this weekend, and she, I think, was really sad about moving. And then Carl was like, bring it on. Let's go. So that was kind of funny. I think they're okay. Ella worked really hard on her room this weekend, which had a lot of stuff in it. Whoa. Like, you know what a teenager's room looks like? Whoa. So she was worried about getting everything cleaned out, as was I, to be honest. And she did a lot. And I kept telling her that they practically want you to basically, like, remove everything you have in your house before you sell it. And she came up once and just was like, oh, I know. So we keep finding all these things in our, of course, cleaning out, closets and drawers and all these things. And so actually I do, when I flip the camera around, I have a scrapbook page that I have to show you that is kind of cute. And then I also found the rental agreement for my first apartment when I was in college, and my rent was $147. Which I thought was kind of awesome. $147. So that was pretty funny. And then, what else did we find? Oh my gosh. We found these DVDs from our first video camera that we ever had. And one was Ella coming down to Christmas morning, and it was before Carl was born, so she was probably 2, and it was really, really, really sweet. And then, yeah, I bet she was about 2. And then there was another one that, this is so funny. So maybe she was 3 at the time. I don't think Carl was born yet. So maybe 2. Well, I don't know. She had to have been 3. Oh, maybe she was like 4 or 5. Anyway, I can't remember. No, she was probably like at least 4 or 5. But she and the neighbor kid had gone to our other neighbors. They had asked if they could play in the dirt at their house. And I think they were getting ready to start a garden. Well, it had rained. And not fully realizing what they were doing, they got into, I think we knew they were going to be dirty because she was wearing like an old t-shirt of Andy's. And she came in the back door in our basement, and then you could see her little footprints on the carpet all the way upstairs to where I think she got stuck at the gate because we had a gate on the stairs. Yeah, so Carl must have been little. So we had the gate up there to keep him from going down the stairs. Anyway, so she gets to the top of the stairs, and you can see her little hands gripping the bars of the gate. And I think at that point she was picked up and put in the tub. But she was like from about here, like her chest down, covered in dirt. Like, not like muddy, a little muddy dirt, like garden black soil, black dirt. And so we watched this video, and you could see her little footprint outlines. You could see this handprint smeared on the wall. And then so Andy is shooting this video, and he's like, let's see here. You know, he's kind of narrating as he's walking up the stairs, and you can see all this mud everywhere. And then he gets into the bathroom where she's standing in the tub. She's just standing there with a big smile on her face, and she's like, hi! It was so funny. Oh my gosh, we about died. And then there's this other video. So as Ella's gotten older, she, like, somewhere along the lines decided she was shy, but she was not shy as a little kid. So there's another video. I'm trying to watch her and Carl play. They're like, she's throwing the ball to Carl, and he's, you know, crawling, but that's about it. And she is so funny. She's so animated. And, you know, Carl's trying to eat the goggles off a Santa bear. If any of you are from the Midwest, you know what a Santa bear is. And and he's just trying to play with this bear. It's a Christmas bear, but this is not at Christmas time. Anyway, so she's tossing him this little stuffed animal ball thing, and they are going back and forth. Well, then she's talking about the Ella show starring Ella. Oh, it's the Ella show, Mommy. And she's just talking, like, look at me. And Carl's like, give me that bear. I want to eat it. It just was so funny. There's a few more videos, but we had to stop so we could keep working. Anyway, I'm so glad we found them, because it's just so fun to look at that stuff. I mean, it's so fun to look at pictures, but then to see all of those fun videos, you know, and hearing their voices and seeing them move and stuff. I'm really hoping there's one. Carl used to say helicopter. He would say helicopter. And I'm really hoping that one of those videos has that on there, because it was like the sweetest thing ever. And then he would sing Jingle Bells, and this is how he sang Jingle Bells. Jingle away. That's the whole song. Jingle away. Jingle away. Oh, that kid. He's going to be the death of me. Now, I have to tell you, it's like 150 degrees out today, and the humidity is so strong, my hair won't dry. Granted, I didn't take a shower till later because I was loading boxes to the storage unit, and it's just a little sweaty out. Like, I spent my whole weekend wet. Sweaty, wet, gross. So I really cleaned up nicely for you guys. I even put makeup on. That's pretty good. I'm trying to think, do I have any other little tidbits to share? We really just worked and worked and worked and worked. In fact, I think the people at Goodwill were kind of like, really? You guys are back again? Yes, we are. It is 150, Kelly. So Today I do have one. Well, I have a kind of a fun card to share with you, and then, well, I was looking at our requests from last week, and oh, I don't have. It's just look. I have a tank top on. It's cold in my office. It's really the one nice place in the whole house right now, and we were working upstairs all weekend, so it was really hot up there. But now I'm down here where it's nice and cool. So I don't. It's a really lightweight thing that I have on, but it's it's a little toasty out there. It's supposed to be. Oh my gosh, Carmen, you don't have AC? Carmen, come over tomorrow and help me. It's cool down here in the creativity cave. You should totally come over. It's supposed to rain actually pretty soon. I'm looking outside to see if I can see if it's the clouds are getting dark. But I really hope that it thunderstorms. Nothing serious, but just a little thunder, some lightning, a good rain. I love it. Well, Donna, I have a bra on. See? Oh, I guess I didn't need to do that. Oh my gosh. TMI. Wow, that just was funny. That just happened. I hope that Kevin's not on here watching. Anyway. Oh, I know. Terry, I don't ever want to move again either. Like I said to Andy, this is kind of it. Like if you get transferred again, maybe, but we're not doing this again. Oh. I do hope that we're able to find a house so that my office has a window in it, because right now it doesn't. And I would love some actual natural light. Now, the upside is I don't have to worry about things fading in the sunlight, but the downside is that it's kind of a dungeon in here. So, anywho. All right. Your husband is cracking up at you. Oh my gosh. Seriously. I'm glad I can entertain stampers and their husbands. I think it's time we should start stamping before anything else bad happens. Okay, so today, I have a few ideas rolling around in this head of mine. Get it? Carl said he would come down. He didn't realize, whoops, I just moved my camera. There we go. He didn't realize I was live last week because I said I couldn't believe he didn't come down to see you guys, because he does love coming down and saying, hello, internet. That's like his trademark move now. But I'm just cleaning up. I realized that I was supposed to be cleaning up my workspace here before I went live so that you wouldn't see my dirty mess. That didn't work out so hot. So here we go. I'm cleaning as we chat. I grabbed my Stamparatus because you just never know. We might need it. But okay, so I was going to do a card using the Varied Vases stamp set, or bundle, I guess. And then I was also going to show you a cool card that I made over the weekend. I stamped a little bit Friday night before, kind of like the calm before the storm, before all of our work started. Oh, and my Stampin' Success magazine came today. I was so excited. I always love that. I'll show that to you too. So are you guys ready? Am I going to post the instructions for last Friday's cards? I will show you I will post the cards, but the instructions are kind of like in the video. And since I'm a little short on time, I don't know if I'll actually write them out per se, but maybe I'll get some basic dimensions in for you. So I think we'll do that. I'm trying to think of what did we do last week. Oh yeah, we did. Oh, the cards are really easy, I think. So, okay, here we go. Flip the camera. Oops, I hit it twice. There we go. Okay, so, oh look, my little post from last week's Facebook Live is still up. Oh, there we go. Welcome to Facebook Live. All right, so I'm impressed. I actually got here today, and it being Monday, that's pretty good. So each quarter we get a Stampin' Success magazine, and it's so pretty. It has lots of ideas for cards and techniques and articles and all kinds of good stuff. So there's all kinds of fun things in here. And I always love this, so I can't wait. This literally came right before I went on Facebook Live. In fact, I had to laugh. I had a bunch of grab boxes that were getting mailed out today, and I'm a little impressed. Actually, maybe this is the writing on the wall. Today there was a substitute driver for my postal route, and it might be because of all the boxes we shipped out last week. I think we shipped like 50 boxes. And then I had another 10 or 11 today, and I have just a few left. So if you haven't gotten your grab box, make sure you get that, because there's only like 3 accessory ones left, and then maybe 10 stamp set ones. I said last week I only had 12, but it was actually more like 20. So now I am down to about 10. So make sure you get on that, because they are going to be gone very soon. Okay, so our first card is going to be kind of a fun one, and you have to bear with me a little bit, because guess who does not have a single piece of cardstock cut? That would be me, but we're live today, so it'll all work out. We're going to use a couple of, oh wait, no, not that color, but this color. I really can't stop using the brights. Now they're so bright and happy, the brights, now that they've kind of rearranged everything, and I can't stop using them because they just make me happy. Oh my gosh. Someone said that's a lot of stash. It is. You know, I've been doing this for like 20 years, and you acquire a few things here and there, and you don't clear out enough, and so yeah. And actually, I had done a whole bunch of boxes last fall too, so we're really getting there. Okay, so this is my color scheme: Granny Apple Green, Bermuda Bay, and Gorgeous Grape. And I'm going to take the stamp set Lily Pad Lake. Now, I have to tell you, I really like the stamp set. I have not had a chance to play with it very much, but I really like these cute sailboats. That's what they call them. And I love the images, but I love this water stamp. It's so fun. And in the framelit set is also some wavy business. And then there's a couple of banners and then a little sprig of seaweed or whatever you want to call that. But I took these lines, and check out what we're going to do with it, because it's pretty awesome, I just have to say. All right, so I'm going to start with my Granny Apple Green. And I'm just going to ink this up and start kind of at the top here. And like I said, bear with me, because we might have to... Oh no, that's not right. Kidding. I'm such a jokester. Okay, but seriously. Okay, I'm going to start just down a little bit, stamping those lines. Now, I did not re-ink, but now I'm going to go up here, overlap a little bit, and stamp it once more, stamped off. So you can see they're a little bit lighter up there. Okay, then I'm going to switch to my Bermuda Bay. I'm going to clean my stamp thoroughly. That was a joke, by the way. And then I'm going to stamp here, leaving just a little bit of space. And then again, without re-inking, I'm going to overlap. And there we go. Isn't that cool? Once again, we'll clean quite thoroughly. I hope you can hear the sarcasm in my voice while I say that. And then I'm going to ink up my last color, which is Gorgeous Grape, and I'm going to stamp that at the bottom and then go up one and overlap just a little. And I overlapped at the bottom too, just a teeny bit, because like I needed one more line. Okay, so isn't this a fun background? I'm totally digging this. Now, I think you could do all kinds of stuff from here. I mean, you could trim this up and do all kinds of fun things. But what we're going to do is make this into a card. So I did get my trimmer out. And I got to measure this quick. 4 3/4. So I know this is a little bigger than I need it to be. Oh, not too bad. So we're just going to cut off a little. I thought I'd use the actual cutting blade too. Oh, this is kind of uneven, so good. goodness. I'm trying to even this out. This is me being kind of anal about it. Every so often I can be anal about stuff. Okay. So there we go. 4 3/4 by 3.5. So we'll take a little off the top and a little off the bottom. All right, and then we're going to adhere this to a Bermuda Bay layer. And I think, oh, I've got one right here. Okay, so that was 4 3/4 by 3.5. So we'll do 3 3/4 by 5. Wow, I've got some complicated math going on today. 3 3/4 by 5. All right. That looks good. All right. We're going to adhere it to a gorgeous grape card base. And then we also want a little strip of paper. So this is going to be 2.5 by 4 1/4. Okay. Now you guys are going to see where all this is going here in 1 second. Okay, so obviously I'm going to adhere these 2 layers together. Like so.
Hello, Internet.
Oh, look who's here. What are you doing? Did you take a shower?
Yeah?
Oh, I was just wondering why you're not wearing a lot of clothing.
I'm not wearing a shirt and that's it.
You don't have any socks on either.
Oh, sorry.
What did you say in the car today about being ready to mingle? You should see. I think I just killed him with embarrassment.
Mom, people from Bettendorf could be listening.
People from Bettendorf could be listening. They don't know me there yet, necessarily. Okay. Now I'm going to put this piece of green cardstock, Granny Apple Green to be exact. All kinds of people are saying hello, glad you could join us. Get busy packing.
Hey, I saw a typo. Tracy, it's spelled with a C. Get it right.
Carl, let's be polite. Young man. Okay. Hi, Carl. Joy, remember Joy sent you a picture of her house? Kelly says hi.
Yay, Kelly!
I think Kelly's coming over tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Woo! Susan says hi. Okay, so now I've got my 2.5-inch strip by 4 1/4 glued to my gorgeous grape card. Are you behaving? No. Yes. No.
Wait. Lee Raid? Do you have a son named Tavis? Because I went to school with him.
Maybe. Okay. Oh, Tracy said she knew that.
Okay, good. Your apology is accepted.
Okay, let's cool it a little there, mister. Is Carl wanting to make a good impression on the ladies in Bettendorf? Yes, Deb, he is. Deb lives in Dubuque.
Oh, okay. Ooh, nice, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, Carl is, he was named after my grandfather. Okay. Oh, she does not have a son. All right. She's from South Carolina, so probably not, huh? Mm-mm. Okay. All right. Go on. Bye-bye.
Bye,
Love you.
ladies. Bye, Internet.
That was fun.
I'll
Okay.
be a bigger man tomorrow.
All right. So it's going to go on here like this. Okay. But first, we got to do a little stamping. So I have this new stamp set right here. And are you guys ready for this? This is going to be my giveaway this week. I have 2 of these to give away. So this is the One for All stamp set, and it's got some really great silhouette type images on it. So we're going to stamp Happy Birthday in black ink, and I've been messing around with a couple of blocks here. So let me just pull these off, and then we'll put this on like so. Okay, now I want this to be good and black, and I know I need to get my StazOn black. I don't have it quite yet, but here we are. Oh, someone else is here. Hello.
Hi.
And my husband has made his appearance. Okay, so we're going to stamp this up here, leaving a little room so we can tie some ribbon around the bottom. Look at that, guys. Happy birthday. P.S. When I first made this card this weekend, I stamped this in black memento, and it just wasn't solid, true black enough. So that's why I'm going with my old archival black pad. And as soon as I remember to get my darn StazOn black pad, I will use that, because both of those inks will be very black, like black. Do you like my hand signals? Okay. That looks bad. All right. So I'm going to take and add some ribbon. Oops, sorry, I did not mean to bounce that. I actually used my shimmer black. Oh no, there it is. This is too big, so that's good. I was going to use the new, there's some new black ribbon, but it's a little wider, and I kind of like the shimmer anyway, so we'll tie some shimmer black around this layer, because let's be honest, shimmer black rocks. It is one of my favorite ribbons ever, and I'm so thankful it was not discontinued. Shimmer black and ombre lemon lime twist. Those are the two best ribbons ever. But I will tell you that the new ruffle edge ribbon is giving me a run for its money, because that stuff's really cool too. Okay, so I just tied a knot on here, like so. We'll trim this up so it's pretty. There we are. Okay, and then we're going to pop this up onto our card. And I just wanted to, I know I have that kind of goofy layer of Granny Apple green in there, but I just wanted to kind of pull the green in. And I thought it would look nice. And then we would go from there. All right. So isn't that a fun card? Yay! Okay. So there we go. Bye, Milena. Nice to see you here. Okay. Next, let's close up these ink pads. By the way, do you guys notice I am stamping with a white sweater on? You might think I'm crazy, but really, I like to just think I'm brave. Okay. Next, I have the Varied Vases stamp set. And I really like this set. It's so pretty. There's a lot of possibilities with it. Let me just grab my stamp set so you can see it. It comes with the stamp set, and then the bundle has the coordinating punch, which punches out these 3 different vases, plus a little tulip, plus a little, whatever you call this thing. What do you call that thing? A stem, that's it. Words are hard. Okay, and sorry, I'm just grabbing something so I can stack my stamps up there a little bit. So this is such a pretty stamp set, and I think what I love is just how easy it is. I love that there's all the 2-step stamping in here, so you can color them in if you want, or you can just stamp them off or stamp them on, whatever. So it's really fun. You could watercolor them or just do the stamping to color them in. That's what I'm trying to say. And I also really like the punch. So this set just kind of makes me happy, I must admit. All right, now what I've been wanting to kind of do with this set for a while is make a bunch of overlapped vases. Okay, so let me show you what I was thinking. I've got to get out some of my images here. Now there's also this cute little scallop border stuff, and I think this is really cute because you can use it to create like a shelf. All right, so let me show you what I mean by that. So we're going to stamp this on here, I think in Coastal Cabana, because you can't go wrong with Coastal Cabana, can you? I don't think so. All right, so I'm going to stamp my shelf kind of like that. And then I'm going to take and ink the scallops up again, like so. And then stamp them right over the top, but you can see I stamped off the layer, so it's a little lighter. All right. Then I'm going to use, well, let's see. I think I'm going to use Bermuda Bay. Well, I don't know. Oh my gosh, this is tricky. Maybe I should use black. Well, I'll use black. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use black memento. All right. Now I need the outline of the vases because for what I want to do, I think that would be the cutest. So what I want to do is overlap my vases just a little bit. All right. Okay, so I'm going to stamp one right there and another one right there. I'll skip a little space. Gosh, I'm lining those up pretty good, huh? And then I'll do another right there. And one right there. Okay, so you can see they're kind of overlapped in a few spots. So, oh, you want me to roll up my sleeves? I understand. Okay, there we go. Does that make everybody feel a little more comfortable? Okay, so I stamped these in Memento because I want to color them in with my Stampin' Blends. And so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use Pool Party, and then I'm going to color the vases water in with Pool Party, and then also the overlapping parts, I'll do the darker Pool Party. Okay. Now I also want to stamp some of the stems in here, so I need those. I want the outline images for those stems. So let me grab those. I've got those mounted. Alrighty. Just checking to see that I've got them all. Okay. Now I'm going to start with this orchid-y looking one. And we're going to stamp that right here, like so. And then, because that's taking up a lot of space, we're going to skip a little. This lid is just in my way. We'll stamp that right there. And then, where's my other image? I probably should have done that one right there. Oh, here we go. I'm going to do a little creative editing. And let's see if we can get rid of this. Okay. I want to get rid of, let's see. I'm stamping this on here so I can just get rid of some of this. Like the bottom. I guess the bottom one is really all, or no, let's see. Yeah, the bottom one. There we go. Okay, this should work. It'll follow the image. Well, let's see. We'll see if we can get it right. I need my chamois so I can clean it off. Okay. So actually what I should do is just put this right here and then this will work better. You'll see. I don't know what I was thinking just a second ago there, but it's all going to work out. There we go. Not bad, huh? Boom. That's how you do it. Okay. Oh, maybe I should, well, okay. Well, what I wanted was the stem in here, and that's okay because it can be a solid vase and no one will know. All right. That's getting kind of particular about stuff. Okay, so I'm going to start with my darker color and color these overlapping areas of our vases. And then we'll color in the vases themselves. So we'll kind of have the water go up to there. Color that in. The water can go up to here, even though there's nothing in this one. Maybe we'll add something. Same here. Go up here. And there. Okay. Now all of our vases are full of water. Now we need to color the flowers in with some nice, bright, happy colors. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do orchid, the orchid in raspberry, rich raspberry. And then what else do we have? This flower, what other color should we do? Maybe a pumpkin pie one. And should we do that in? Ooh, maybe pink? Yellow. How about yellow? Yeah. Okay. There we go. That looks pretty good. I like those colors together. All right, so we'll start with our orchid. And I'm going to do a dark center on each of these. That little center is nice and dark. Then I'm going to color the little petals in my lighter color of raspberry. And then we're going to come back and add a little bit more color because this is going to be really pretty. And you'll see what I mean by that. I kind of did this before once, although I think I might have started with a little bit lighter color. Maybe we'll get our color lifter out. See what we can do. Because I think you guys are going to like it. Make this a slightly lighter shade. There we go. All right. Yes, this will be good. So I'm making this a little bit lighter because I want it to really stand out. I'm going to let that dry for a second. We'll go on to our next color, which is going to be our pumpkin. I'll start with my dark pumpkin pie in the center, and then we'll do our lighter going out. And then we'll do dark at the base of each of these petals. I don't even know what this is. Maybe it's just greenery things, but if it's a legit flower, we've got it colored. It's my card. I can make it whatever I want. Okay. So pretty. So let's come back. First of all, I want to do one more thing. I seem to be missing my light. That's dark cherry cobbler. Where is my light cherry cobbler? I don't know what happened to it. It might be, oh, I bet I know where it is. Okay, well, we're going to do the dark. I'm just going to put a dark dot on the end of these little thingies in Cherry Cobbler just to kind of brighten things up a little. I do like that. Okay. And then I'm also going to take the fine point end and add some dots, because I don't know if you've seen orchids lately, but they have these cool little speckles on them. So we're just going to draw them in. And these are so tiny, it's hard. I did this with the Climbing Orchid stamp set, and it actually worked really well. But we're going to make do with those. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to bring this up close to the camera so you can see. So isn't that cool? So pretty. All right. Now the other thing I really like about this stamp set is that it has all kinds of fantastic sentiments in it. So hoping your day blooms with happiness. You are simply the best. Birthday wishes, hello, and thanks. So these are all wonderful sentiments. So let's take the hoping your day is, oh, I might not have that mounted yet. Let me grab. Oh no. Well, Oh, there it is. Gosh darn it. A clear block is hard to see with a nice clean stamp sometimes. Okay, so we'll stamp that in Memento at the bottom, like so. Okay, so this is really pretty. Now, to mount this to a card, I think what I'm going to do is fold this in half. Now, in case you were wondering, I believe my very next online class is going to be, it is going to be this one with this Varied Vases stamp set. I already have it designed. I just would need to shoot the videos. So I'll keep you posted. It probably will come out relatively soon, believe it or not. Once I get my house ready to be put on the market, I think I'll have just a little bit of a lull in my life. So hopefully that will happen. And then we're going to line this with a piece of Coastal Cabana cardstock, because that's going to be pretty. Okay, so I've got a 3 3/4 by 5 inch, so I'm going to make this 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, and then it'll be perfect. Okay, and then we'll just mount it to a white card base, kind of keep it simple. I like the fresh, clean look of all of this. The other thing I think we're going to have to do is put some Wink of Stella on here. I don't know if you guys think Wink of Stella would be a good idea, but I do. So just looking for my fast fuse. All right. So we've got that skinny little strip of Coastal Cabana on here. Oh, so happy. You have worked down to the required 6 inches of workspace. Totally, Judy. That is exactly what happens to me every time I stamp. And there's really no getting around it. Okay, now I've got one other card that I want to show you after this. This was a card that I saw when I was at Onstage, back in April. That did not go on there in the place I wanted it to be. All right. Oh, that is still totally crooked. Jeez, Dina. Okay, I have to tell you guys, you're going to laugh at this. I was taking my glasses off to read your comments, and then I didn't put them back on, and yeah, clearly they were needed. Okay, so let's put a little bit of our clear Wink of Stella on here. Just to add a little bit of sparkle. I love putting clear Wink of Stella on top of the Stampin' Blends because they don't bleed, which is kind of nice. Okay, so can you see that shimmer? A little shimmer. So that's cute. Isn't that sweet? I love the overlapping of these vases, though. I think that's really cute. And in fact, maybe I'll even color them just maybe once more to really make that extra dark. Sometimes when you go over it with a lighter marker, it kind of lightens it a little bit. So there we go. Now it's good and dark. Happy dance. Oh, That one is pretty cute, isn't it? Okay. So next, we're going to do a really cool card. This one, like I said, is one that I saw. I'm going to need my Bermuda Bay. I'm also going to need some lemon lime twist, and then I think a little bit of balmy blue, though we might stamp that off, so we'll see. Okay, now this features one of our new stamp sets called Artisan Textures, and it is a really fun stamp set. It just has textured stamps, and these will make amazing backgrounds. Okay, so I'm going to start out with a 4 by 5 1/4 inch piece of printed paper. I'm going to get rid of some of the stuff in my work space so I have ever so slightly more than 6 inches to work with. And then we're going to go to town. I'm going to get rid of a few of these stamps. Okay. Boom. All right. So Artisan Textures, you can see this is my brand new Virgin stamp set. So I think it's time to break it in. All right. I really like this cool big blotchy stamp. And then I also want to take this one and this one. Now, like I said, this is a card I saw at On Stage, and we're going to kind of replicate it to the best of my memory. Okay. I just need to do a little stamp surgery quick because this will just bug me. I could probably get away with not doing it. But man, when you catch one of these edges, it just ticks you off, especially if you have a perfectly good card. I mean, let's be honest. That's no good. So I like to trim the edges. Notice I leave a wide base, wider on the base and then skinnier on the rubber. That will prevent, you don't want to undercut the foam, otherwise it won't stamp well. This has been carefully honed in for many years of my stamping skills. Back in the day, we had to cut all of our stamps out. So this is one of those skills I mastered in front of the TV. So when they started die cutting our rubber, like these, you can see the rubber is actually die cut, but I just couldn't give up this part of it. I've always been kind of anal about this, and mainly just because I want my stamps to stamp really nicely. But you just can't get in this tight with a machine. So anyway, I think it's kind of funny that I still do this. You don't have to, but sometimes it does make a difference. All right, and you know I'm no stranger to cutting stuff off my stamp images. That's just a way of life for me. Okay, there we go. Do my scissors get gummy? Yeah, they sure do, but a little rubbing alcohol just cleans them up like a dream. You can also use Goo Gone. You can see they are pretty gummy all at the moment. I haven't cleaned them in a long time, so I will do that, though, at some point. All right. Speaking of gummy, my blocks need to be cleaned, too. They're kind of bleh. Okay, so I've got my stamps here, and we're going to build just a beautiful background. Now, one of the things I really like is this year's catalog has quite a few really beautiful sentiments in kind of cool and different fonts and combinations of fonts. So I really kind of want to feature that in this card. So let me get rid of a couple more things. All right. So thank you, by the way, for those of you who are sharing the video. Of course, when you share the video, you'll get entered into a drawing for stamps, and I've got some good ones to give away. So make sure you get yourself entered. I didn't draw names this time, so we're going to have to do 4 names next week. 2 from last Friday, or last week's Facebook Live, and then 2 from today. Yay. Okay, so here's my piece of cardstock. So I'm going to take this big blotchy stamp. Now, whenever I do kind of a background that I'm sort of building up, I want to start with the biggest image first and then work to my smaller images. Okay, I'm going to take I inked this up. I'm going to stamp it off, and then I'm going to stamp it on here. You can see I'm just getting kind of a light background, which is what I want. And actually, if I would have been smarter, I would have started with the lemon lime twist, but that's okay. Okay, now I'm going to take my chamois. I'm going to clean it off. And then I'm going to switch colors. So I'll pull out my lemon lime twist. I also like working from lightest to darkest colors, but as I mentioned, I didn't do that this time, so whoops. Okay, so I stamped that layer off, but I noticed I had a big fuzz in here, so we're going to try that once more. Ah, much better. And now I'm going to overlap a little bit. And, oh, there's that fuzz. Okay, now I moved it off my paper, so it should be good. Okay, so I'm overlapping just a little bit, like so. Okay, and then we're going to come in and fill the rest in with Bermuda Bay. So this is Lemon Lime Twist, Balmy Blue, and Bermuda Bay. And I think this is a great color combination. Depending on what you go with it, you can have more a more feminine or a more masculine card, depending on what the stamped images that you do with it. All right, so once again, we'll stamp off and we'll kind of just fill in the rest of the spots. Now I wanted this to be nice and soft, but I still kind of wanted those, like I wanted this richer aqua color and whatnot. Okay, I'm gonna do one more. This gets your background kind of inky though. All right, so that's pretty good coverage. Isn't that cool? All right, next we're gonna do this image, which is a little different. I think we're gonna try it with, some Balmy Blue. Yeah. All right, so I'm just gonna stamp this full strength this time in a few spots. Again, we're overlapping like so. And look at that. Ooh, I'm digging it. And last, certainly not least, we are going to take that little wavy line image and we're going to use our Memento. Okay. So we're just going to stamp these little lines kind of around. Are you guys a tapper or a scoosher? I'm a tapper. Can you tell? There we go. Okay, so you can see we've built up kind of a cool, funky background. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh. Jennifer Early, you need to send me your mailing address so I can send you your product share. I'm so glad I saw you on here. I sent you an email about it. Like last week, I think. I have it ready to go, but I don't have your mailing address, so make sure you send that to me. For some reason, it wasn't on my registration form that you filled out, so please send me your email or email me your mailing address. Thanks, Jennifer. That was funny. Okay, so there we go. Now, we're going to do a sentiment on here. Of course, we're going to use a little piece of paper. So I'm thinking, yeah. Here's a scrap I have. Do you guys ever do this? You're like, yeah, that's the right size. We'll trim this down a little bit, but I'm going to stamp on it first. I just wanted to make sure it was roughly the right size. Okay, now I've got the sentiment, You Are Wonderful. This is from the stamp set Rooted in Nature, which is a really pretty stamp set. And I'm going to stamp this in my black ink on here. Okay. Kind of centered. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. Okay, next, I'm going to take and trim this down a little because, you know, I've got enough room to get my Stampin' Trimmer on here. Barely. And maybe I'm going to leave a little extra room on here on the one end so that I can add a little ribbon. I think that'll be pretty. Yes. Okay. Remember my other favorite ribbon? I mentioned that it was Lemon Lime Twist Ombre. All right. This is, since this ribbon is not very big, I knew it would work on here. So I'm going to cut it long enough to see if we can do a bow. But if we can't, we'll just trim it to little ends. But, oh, I love this ribbon. Do you guys like this ribbon? It truly is one of my favorite ribbons. I think partly because it's so pretty, it's soft, it's thin, it ties like a dream. I mean, what else could you ask for in a ribbon? It lays nice and flat on your cards, so the post office doesn't have an aneurysm when you go to mail it. So nice. Okay. I don't like it when the post office gets all uptight about my cards. Like, don't they realize how awesome these are? They shouldn't give me grief about mailing them. Okay, so I think that looks really nice. And we're going to pop that. So obviously, because I used this bow of this ribbon, that makes it a little more feminine. And then we're going to put some dimensionals on the back of here. I couldn't find the 2 sheets that were sitting right next to me over here, so I had to pull out a third. That's kind of my process. I have like 5 or 6 sheets of dimensionals in my little caddy here. And I basically, every time I go for them, I always just end up with another sheet, which I think is funny. Okay, so there we go. Oh, so pretty. And then I'm going to just mount this to a white card base just because I think it doesn't need any more color. I really want the focus to be on that beautiful texture of our stamps. Now, I do want to jazz this up a little bit though, so we're going to do just a touch of embellishment on here. And there's a few different things we could do. Oh, I do like the look of this. Oh, isn't that awesome? I think I do have a video on tying bows, Kayleen. Kayleen, how do you have trouble tying bows? Kayleen has been a demonstrator longer than me. She has been around the block. I would think you would be a personal expert at bow tying. Okay, I'm just looking for some of my, oh, you know what? I wonder, I think these might have been the embellishments that I couldn't find last week when I was live. I don't know what I did with them. I was going to put some of our new adhesive back sequins on. Hold on, I'm looking. Ooh, they're not in here. Gosh, what did I do with those? Well, maybe, I don't know about that either. Darn it. I don't understand what happened to my little sequins. That is a mystery. And it's not even under the stuff that I thought it would be under. Ugh. Oh wait, one more spot to look. Darn it, it wasn't in my other spot either. I really don't know what happened to my sequins, so maybe we'll just leave it like this. Oh, I know. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't start doing this already. we're going to spritz it. So I just need something to smack this up against. Now, I think this card could be done in all sorts of color combinations, but I would probably stay a little bit on the softer side just so that it's not, well, I mean, it's soft and pretty. You see that shimmer on here? If you get too dark of cards, although that would kind of give you like a tie-dye look, so it's kind of whatever you would like, I guess. But you can experiment with it, of course. Just play around with different colors. But isn't this beautiful? So this was a card similar to a photo I took on the display board at our onstage event in April. So this was on the display board. So really pretty. And I like how this turned out. Not bad. All right. I think we're going to try one more really quick card. And I mean really quick. I've been itching to try out this stamp set, Healing Hugs, because it just looks so pretty. This is one of those special stamps, kind of like they had the celebration set like this. So I wanted to try out a card, and I did mean super simple. Okay, so we're going to stamp that, or we're going to put a piece of Whisper White. Look at this, another Virgin stamp set. This one is pretty cute, though. And I think get well soon, wishing you a quick and complete recovery. Or no, sending you healing vibes. Oh, that's for sure what we're going to send on here. Sorry, I changed my mind. Okay, so again, this is going to be super quick. I mean, we're basically stamp, 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 card. Okay. Now the real question is, what color should we stamp this in? I was thinking Highland Heather. What do you guys think? For those of you who can't remember, this is Highland Heather, but we could do a multitude of different colors. Chime in and let me know what color you want it to be. All right. Balmy blue is the color somebody was asking for, is the new blue. Okay. I don't see anybody. Yes, Highland Heather, I hear you, Joyce. Lovely lipstick. Oh, we could. I'm a purple and pink kind of girl. Yeah, I'm so not a purple girl, but here we go. Okay, purple is not my color, but I'm trying to expand my color horizons, so to speak. So I'm just kind of adding ink to this to kind of see how it's taking the ink. Interesting. This is one of those ones where I think, well, we'll just give it a shot here. You don't know until you stamp it. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. And then we're going to stamp Soft Seafoam on here for the leaves. I think that'll be pretty too. Oh yeah. Yay! Okay. Now, if I really wanted to jazz this up, I could certainly stamp this. I could stamp this and cut it out and then pop it up on my card. But like I said, we're going to do a quick and easy card. So I think we're going to take some basic gray ink and stamp the sentiment on here, which is sending you healing vibes. And then on the inside of our card, we'll say, get well soon. Okay. There we go. Right over the top. I was just reading a comment. Kayleen, no, I have not ever done that. But that sounds interesting. Did you like how it worked? Okay, like I said, we wanted a really simple... Ooh, I know how to jazz this up. Really, really cute. Okay. I was messing around with my new Prince paper. So let me cut a little strip of this on my Big Shot here, like a 3/4 of an inch strip. And so this is the Subtles card printed paper pack. So we'll just adhere this to our card like so. And we'll trim the edges off. This was a 3/4 inch. All right. So that's really simple. And gosh, if I could find my adhesive back sequins, I'd stick some of those on here too, but I don't know what I did with them. I'm trying to decide if we should do Highland Heather as our background, or what if we tried soft seafoam? I'll grab one and then we can decide. Oh, no. Highland Heather it is. All right. And then I think I'm going to do one other little thing, which is add just a little piece of ribbon. So this is our 1/8 inch sheer ribbon. This is a color we had last year, just in Whisper White. I'll tie a little knot of that on here. The gray would be pretty too as a base. I know that, yeah, I kind of thought about it, but I wanted it to, I was worried that was going to make it kind of drab looking. So that's why I went with the purple. Highland Heather. I think the Gorgeous Grape would be too dark, because I have I'll bring in my card that I made earlier with Gorgeous Grape, and that was kind of, whoops, goodness gracious me. That was a little dark for my personal taste. Okay. There we are. Lovely, lovely. Oh, I'm digging that. And like I said, this is just a really simple, quick, easy card. Nothing fancy, but sometimes, you know, especially for a card like this, you just need sometimes a little quick pick-me-up. Now on the inside of our card, what if we stamped our flower again? Trying to move this so you can see better. Right here in the corner, we're going to add our little leaves like that in the corner, and then we're going to stamp Get Well Soon right over the top. And then the nice part about that is it takes up some of the room, so you don't have to write a huge long thing, because sometimes you don't want to. And we'll stamp that in gray again as well. So a really simple card, but I just had to get some ink on the stamp set. Do you ever feel that way? Get well soon. Ooh, I just barely got it on there too. So we'll adhere that to the inside. Actually, that kind of looks weird, but we're gonna go with it. Oh well, I was trying to cover up the fact that my leaves didn't quite match up with my flower, but oh well, no one will know. That wasn't exactly what my brain had in mind when I set out to make this card. All right. The other thing I was thinking is you could totally add, well, no, this is fine. Leave it as it is, simple and pretty. Okay, so let me bring in the cards that I've made today so you can see them all, and I will get this up on my blog soon. Oh, I do have to show you one other thing, and that is my my scrapbook page. So this is a 2-page 12 by 12 spread, and this features my son. So here's the first page. It says spring on it, and you can see that is my daughter in what appears to be a bowling shirt that is 10 times too big for her. And this is my nephew and Ella, and my aunt, their great aunt, Marie. This is my husband, and I would just like to comment, he has so much hair on his head. And then this is Carl. Look at how cute he is. He must only be like 3 or 4 in this picture. And this is my aunt and her son. He just graduated from college, so that was pretty cool. He went to the University of Minnesota. Here's Carl getting a Thomas the Train set. So this must have been his birthday. I'm sure he was excited. Okay, here's the second page of my spread. So this is so sweet. He's playing doctor with my niece. So here they are listening to each other. And I just love this picture. Look at the smile on his face. It's so cute. And then here he is with his Thomas. And then here is my aunt again with my nephew who just graduated, or my cousin, pardon me, who just graduated, and his brother who is just a few years older. So I think that's pretty cool. I got to text those guys this picture because it's just so fun. So this is my 2-page spread. I know. Did anybody recognize it? It's on Certainly Celery cardstock. Do you guys remember that? So this is kind of an oldie but a goodie. So, okay, but back to our cards. Let me clear off a little more space, and then I will show you all that we made in case you didn't catch the whole thing. First of all, remember, if you share the video, you'll be entered into a drawing for free stamps. I kind of stayed with the aqua and purple theme today, huh? Okay, so we started with this card. Then we made these vases. We colored them in with our Stampin' Blends. Then we did the beautiful texture on this card. And then our quick healing, what was this called? Healing Hugs. Okay, so let me write out my info for you. Now, I have a very exciting special coming up. I probably should have mentioned it before right this minute, but okay, so first of all, share the video on Facebook or YouTube, and you'll be entered into a drawing for stamps. Entered in drawing for free stamps. Okay, you can also get entered by ordering, so make sure and order. Our June code, host code is WQHP, the number 4, WMJ. And then when you order $50 or more, you'll get free colored doilies. That's a carryover from Friday's Facebook Live. Okay. Also, I have a buy 3, get 1 free on all online classes with, there's a caveat to this, with the cardstock pack. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is get rid of my cardstock packets of online classes. Now, if I'm keeping a tight look on what I have available, but if the registration is there, if you see it on my online class page, that means I do have pre-cut cardstock for it. So again, buy 3, get 1 free on all online classes with the cardstock packet, okay? So your least expensive free class will be the free one, of course. So all you have to do is register for the 3 classes, and then when I send them to you, I will ask you which one you want for free, and then you can let me know. And by send them, I mean like email out the directions, and then you can tell me which one you want for your free class. Okay, this is going to be while supplies last. I have lots of online classes available. They go back like 2.5 years. And if I don't have pre-cut cardstock for them, it will say that on my blog. So check that out. And then also don't forget to order your grab box. And I will put the link. They're almost out, so I have like 3 accessory ones. And I've been getting so many cute emails from you guys who are just loving your boxes. So thank you. I appreciate that. I'm so glad you like them. And then I have about 10 stamp set ones. And by the way, if you order more than 1 box, you get a discount. So that's all in the registration. And I'll put that in the link of this video's description. You should be able to see it on both Facebook and of course on YouTube. So thank you guys so much for joining me. We'll be back here on Monday. I hope I have exciting news to share with you. Like, my house was on the market for 10 hours and it was already purchased. Fingers crossed, right?
I wish.
And finally, my daughter makes her appearance. The whole family has been on today. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. If you need anything from me, please let me know. If I don't answer you within one full day, please just ask me again, because I don't want to miss anything for you. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Bye, guys.
Someone should buy our house for $1 million too.
Oh, Carl said he dreamt that someone bought our house for $5 million. I was like, yeah, that's not going to happen. He goes, then we could get a really big house. I'm like, what do you need? Anyway, thanks, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.